why do you think that Larry chose you for the part, and how did you come across this incredible show?
Well, I was studying and performing at the Groundlings Theater at the time, so I was working on improv and sketch comedy, and one of the reasons I was hired on Curb was because I was an unknown. It rarely comes in handy, I'll be honest with you. But in this particular case, it was a plus. So they wanted somebody who nobody really knew,
Why?
because they wanted people to think that
I
this
know.
was Larry David's wife. So, and it worked. So you know what? I was called in. It was at that point in my career, I had done what we call under fives in the business. As an actor, you get cast in a role with 5 lines or less. Under fives. But I might have gotten. By that point, I might have had a one or two roles here or there. But I was going in to audition for things, and I was called in to audition. It was very vague. Um,
Was Larry sitting in the room?
well, yes, but here's what happened. I had this audition set to go in, and I think the day of they called and said we're running behind. It's taking longer than we thought because the auditions are being improvised, so it's taking longer. So we're gonna have to reschedule, which that could mean anything in this business. Reschedule might mean you're never going in, or they'll call you in 2 minutes and tell you it's now or never. So that night I was performing in a sketch comedy show, and the director of this 1 hour special, Bob Whitey, was there, and he really liked one of the sketches that I had written and that I was in, and he thought that my comedic sensibility would line up with Larry's, and they called me in the next day. So when I went in for that audition, it was with Larry David, and it was a lot like this. They had 2 chairs. It was a smaller room than this, but and Larry said, "Let's just pretend like we have kids. That's all you need to know." I said, "Okay, okay."